Meet Jim. He runs the biggest weapons maker in Uncle Don's jungle, and he's got a really good problem. See, Jim's company builds the missiles, the fighter jets, the air defenses, basically every shiny piece of metal Uncle Don has been firing at Iran for 2.5 months. Here's the kicker. 92% of Jim's $23.5 million paycheck comes in his own company's stock. And that stock? Up about 40% this year. So every time a $12.7 million missile blasts an Iranian rocket out of the sky over Tel Aviv, Jim's quarterly bonus gets a little fatter. But Jim's not even the one making the real money on this war. Because the people firing the missiles are the same people betting on when they'll fly. And why have the cops in charge of catching them been quietly fired? This is who's really getting rich from the Iran war, explained. In case you've been off grid, Uncle Don and Israel bombed Iran together and killed Iran's supreme leader. Iran fired back by slamming shut the most important shipping lane on the planet, the one where a fifth of the world's oil flows every single day. Wall Street went nuts. Oil prices nearly doubled in 3 weeks. Lockheed, Jim's company, shot up to an all-time high. Every other major weapons maker you can name jumped right alongside him, printing shinies hand over fist. Wall Street analysts were practically yelling at investors to increase exposure to defense, finance speak for buy more weapons stocks while the missiles are flying. Classy stuff. Now picture what's actually happening here. Last summer's 12-day fight between Israel and Iran burned through a serious chunk of America's stash of high-end missiles, the kind that shoot down Iranian rockets in midair. Each one runs $12.7 million. This war's been worse. Within the first week, analysts were warning Uncle Don was running out. So Uncle Don promised to quadruple production. He asked Congress for hundreds of billions more in war money. And he's currently torching $1.8 billion every single day on this thing. That's a Powerball jackpot. Set on fire. Every single day. Dumped straight into the order books of guess who? Jim's stock climbs. Shareholders feast. Tribe pays the bill. But here's the thing. The boys running the order books aren't the only ones who saw this coming. Some people saw it coming a few minutes before everyone else. You know where this is going. The Friday before Uncle Don bombed Iran, more than 150 accounts on Polymarket, basically a casino for betting on world events, placed hundreds of bets that Uncle Don would strike Iran the next day. Hundreds. One trader cleaned up 500,000 shinies, betting Iran's supreme leader would get toppled, minutes before Israel killed him. Weeks into the war, a flood of bets on oil prices hit the market 16 minutes before Uncle Don announced a pause in his strikes on Iran's power plants. The next month, another wave, 20 minutes before another major war announcement. Insider time trades cleaned up around $7 billion in the war's first 2 months. That's not luck. That's not 150 cavemen with good instincts and great timing. That's a pattern. And here's where everything snaps into place. The people firing the missiles are the same people betting on when they'll fly. Polymarket, the casino where most of this went down, has Uncle Don's cub as an advisor. His money's in it too. Oh, and he's a paid advisor to the biggest competitor, Kalshi. You'll never guess who his dad is. Actually, you will. It's the obvious one. Meanwhile, the agency that polices oil trading, Uncle Don fired a quarter of them. The Department of Justice's anti-corruption unit, the team literally built after Watergate to throw crooked politicians in jail. Uncle Don cut from 36 lawyers down to 2, and the top federal watchdog hunting market rigging just quit in protest after his bosses blocked him from chasing cases that touched Uncle Don's circle. So, let Og get this straight. The chieftain's cub runs the casino. The cops who watch the casino just got fired. And somebody keeps making perfectly timed massive bets minutes before the chieftain announces things that move the market. So what does this mean for regular cavemen like you and me? You filled up your tank lately? Gas is up about 80 cents a gallon since the war started. Closer to $1 more if you're driving anywhere in California. That's roughly $300 million more. Every single day. Flowing out of your pocket and into the same stocks Jim and his friends are riding to record highs. Groceries are next. Diesel doesn't hit the shelves overnight. 3 to 6 months. Then your grocery bill catches up. Ground beef in Texas just hit $6.74 a pound, up 22% in a year, and Texas cattlemen are openly blaming gas prices. Buckle up. Every time you swipe your card at the pump, 8 extra dimes are paying for Jim's next stock bonus. Hope you enjoy your drive. So what can we do about it? Watch the next major Iran announcement. The trades will hit 16 minutes before, just like last time. And the time before that, the casino's still open, the cops are still fired, the next bet's already been placed. The only thing left is whether Congress makes enough noise to find out who placed it. It's a free jungle after all, but just remember, when this war winds down and Jim hauls his pile of shinies off to a private island, it's regular cavemen left holding the bill at the pump and the grocery store. The people firing the missiles are the same people betting on when they'll fly. If any cavemen are confused, this is just a simple satirical explainer about war profiteering. For legal reasons, this video is about fictional cavemen in a make-believe jungle. Please do not sue Og. So if Og just showed you which door you've been standing at and what's been waiting behind it, do one thing. Join the tribe. The more of us watching the beast, the harder it is for the beast to keep telling each of us we're the only one getting bitten.